Welcome to this video on forage budgeting, where you will learn the skills to balance pasture supply with animal demand. This video is split into sections so you can learn at your own pace with Cole Payton, Northern Australia's expert on forage budgeting.
I'm Cole Payton. I have over 30 years experience in research, development and extension in the rangelands of Northern Australia, and I'll be leading you through this video on forage budgeting. The purpose of doing a forage budget is to match forage supply, the amount of pasture you've got in the paddock, with the number of cattle you have in the paddock. So a forage budget is about getting the balance between the amount of feed that's in the paddock at the end of the growing season, on the one hand, that might be in about April or May, and how many stock you've got in the paddock and their need and their requirements for feed over the grazing period, and that's during the dry season. So that allows us to get an early warning of whether that feed is going to last the stock until the next time we expect to get grass growing rain. So the advantage of that is if there's not going to be enough feed, we can actually sell stock before we get to a crisis point. It means we don't have to feed high amounts of energy supplement, and it means we get a higher price for our stock instead of selling at a point where we've run out of feed, everyone else is in the same situation, and there are a lot of stock in poor condition on the market. The other advantage of doing a forage budget is that at that time of year, if you have a woody weed problem, you can then start budgeting for making sure you leave enough pasture in the paddock at spring or early summer so that you can get a fire that has enough heat to kill those woody weeds. Another advantage of doing a forage budget at that time of year is that you can forecast, after perhaps you've had a very good season, whether you've got extra feed on hand, and you might be able to buy in cattle later in the year to take advantage of that extra feed and improve the profitability of your operation.
A forage budget can help you estimate how many stock you can run and for how long, decide when to buy and sell, avoid a feed shortage crisis, plan for rotations and spelling, and use fire as a management tool. Watch the other 3 videos in this series to learn about estimating forage supply, livestock demand, and calculating a feed budget.